Hey everybody, Charlie Chedester. Good to have you with us again this month. Thanks for tuning in. I've got Brent Williams from Principal Financial Group. He's going to help answer some questions here later on. Thanks for being here, Brent.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just want to talk to everybody a little about the lovely mortgage process causing all my gray hair, and I'm sure everybody loves all the questions you get asked and the things you have to do to get a mortgage these days. I can't blame any of the investors or banks. You know, they do give us a lot of money for all of us to buy those houses, refinance our houses, some awesome rates, and get some very good terms. So it's one of those things we just kind of have to go with the flow, and I'll try to make it as easy on you as possible. But one of the things we look at is all the stuff we collect between your pay stubs, your bank statements, your retirement account statements, and most likely your old retirement account statements, your old retirement account statements, and then your still older retirement account statements. So you've got all those old jobs. What do you do with them? People hate getting those statements. They want to try and consolidate them. They don't know if it's the right thing to do. That's why I brought Brent in. Brent, what do you see people have versus what could they have?
Well, it amazes me because when we sit down with clients and we gather all that financial information that obviously you need to have,
sure.
It amazes me how many different statements that we find from old 401ks that are just sitting off in la-la land, if you will. Then the question always becomes, how come these old 401k investments aren't doing so well? And what you'll notice is if you watch them, they pretty much stay stagnant. They don't do a lot of growth. They don't do a lot of downturns. And that's because a majority of 401ks anymore, a company's 401k is technically a liability. So for example, Charlie, let's say you leave company ABC. What they'll do is they'll take that portion of your money and pull it out of the 401k and just set it aside. Kind of like in a, I don't want to say a money market account, but kind of like that. Because technically that is a liability for the 401k. Eventually they have to pay that money out.
Sure.
So what a lot of clients don't understand is they've got all these old 401ks sitting there and it's just staying stagnant, or it might be losing a little, maybe gaining a little, but there's not a lot of movement in those. You're much better off to grab those from those old 401ks and consolidate those into a personal retirement account to where now you have control. You have the ability to decide the investments, you have the options, you have better flexibility with different products, different investments out there. So it's better, it's a win-win for both people involved, the company and you. Because again, it is a liability on that company technically.
Yeah, it's good to know, because I mean, we do look at all those statements we get in the mail. I know my wife's got old stuff when she was teaching. I've got stuff from old employers which I've rolled over time, so I'm not getting those anymore. But most everybody, and especially a lot of you already worked with, we have those old statements. So I really appreciate the information. I didn't realize until the other day when I talked to Brent that they put them kind of in a side account. So you're not really at an investment like you are in an actively moving current 401k or other type of investment account that you have more say-so in.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, maybe the last couple of years you didn't lose as much as you could have, but hopefully now with all the markets going up, we can get into a better account where you do gain.
Yep.
If anybody has questions, I always appreciate them. Email, phone, all the social media sites. I always appreciate you looking at those, and if you like them or want to connect, I appreciate that as well. But Brent here, I'll have his information down below, and hopefully if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know. I'll forward you on to Brent, or just Google search Brent Williams, Principal. I'm sure you can find him. He's got a lot of good stuff out there. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah.